Wait, what is this again?
We're doing Yu-Gi-Oh.
We're doing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, we're doing Yu-Gi-Oh.
We're doing
Okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
We're doing Yu-Gi-Oh.
What do you mean by doing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, we're doing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Repeating it back to me does not explain what it means.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yeah, we're doing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Use it in a different sentence?
Listen, I had so much energy earlier today, and then we took the dogs for a walk, and I died. I died entirely.
Were they doing Yu-Gi-Oh?
They kind of.
What do you mean?
Wait.
What is this episode about?
Sometimes I'll get help from our other friends to like come up with an answer for one or two of the questions. This time I actually got help from my mother. When I asked her for help, she took out her iPad, she went to Google, and she typed in Yu-Gi-Oh! Epic.
Your mother is a gift.
As per usual, whenever I do something special and make Tyler hate his life for the entire duration of editing the video that I made, we do a cute little return to standard format that's a lot easier to manage.
Yay!
No new anything. Our standard format for Yu-Gi-Oh quizzes is I will give them 4 names of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, except one of them is fake. I made it up. And the whole point is just to guess which name is not real. The last time I did one of these standard format quizzes, the last question was a fan submission, and actually people seem to like that a whole lot. So at the behest of a fairly sizable number of comments, considering it's a specific subject, the first theme for round 1 is "Oops, All Umi."
What's a Umi, dude?
I'm so glad that you asked.
I'm not.
This is a. Well, damn. I don't want to do a show if you guys aren't having fun.
We talk
That's
about
not the point
Digimon
of
here,
this.
and Nico and I are here. Like, that's like, actually the whole bit is that we're having a bad time.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm having a great time. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Umi
As long as it's
is
good for you.
Umi is a very classic Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's one of the among the original sets. It's a field spell card. It's just the ocean. But because it's so old and its effect is so normal, bleh, there are a bunch of cards that have been released that have the effect of, like, while it's on the field, this card is treated as Umi, so that all of the cards that have effects revolving around Umi don't require you to have this horrifically bad card in your deck.
It's very straightforward and simple.
Before you continue, I just want you to know that before I clicked on the image to make it bigger, I did just see all fish, and I thought it was just like a period after, and then it went sea serpent, thunder, and aqua. Like, it was just like all fish. Sea serpent, thunder, and aqua.
Yeah. It's addressing them
this is-
individually. That's the start of a speech.
Yeah, it's a proclamation, if you will.
But your 4 options for round 1 are Gulf Grand, A Legendary Ocean, Forgotten Temple of the Deep, and Sea Stealth 2.
Starting out a little bit fucky with the Roman numerals.
I want to jump on Forgotten Temple of the Deep.
Okay. You want to remember that Temple of the Deep?
I do want to remember it. I
wanna
think you'd
pick
remember a Temple of the Deep.
I don't think anyone could ever forget a Temple of the Deep. It's just
You'd be surprised.
Atlantis. Everybody knows what that is.
Yeah.
That's the only one, so we didn't forget.
It doesn't say, like,
That you remember.
unknown location Temple of the Deep, which is Atlantis. It just is forgotten, and nobody forgot about Atlantis. Like, we know it's there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick a Legendary Ocean because that's boring.
That's fair.
Oh.
That's fair.
That works out really well because I'm a little torn between Gulf Grand and Sea Stealth 2 right now.
Excellent.
What
informs your decision?
Well, Gulf Grand initially hit me as being bland. And then I didn't want to pick it because I didn't want to assume that you made a bland choice. But then I noticed it had alliteration. And then I figured out that I'm probably a moron and it's probably Sea Stealth 2. So I'm just going to pick Sea Stealth 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
You very stealthily dodged the correct answer. Golf Grand was the one I made.
Amazing.
Damn.
Absolutely fantastic.
My bad for expecting better of you.
What is stealthy about Sea Stealth 2?
Maybe you just don't hear him. Like maybe that's just like a silent
so
thing,
bad.
which is honestly more terrifying to think about if it's just like completely quiet as it's doing this towards you.
Yeah.
I'm imagining the stealth comes in with the two eye-like glowing figures beneath the water.
No,
I'm sorry.
It's probably the
I'm sorry.
tornadoes.
down there.
I'm sorry. How you're telling me that is a forgotten temple of the deep when 2 pillars of it are literally coming out of the ocean? First of all, how could you forget where it's at or about it when there's little pillars of it sticking out of the water? Second of all, those pillars aren't that deep.
It's not that deep, no.
But there's a
not that deep.
rainbow-colored fish there, so we would rather forget about this temple.
Oh, there is.
Oh, there is some colored fish. He's all the way down. He's looking right at the camera.
Yeah, fuck
I
him.
do also think it's really funny that none of these use the same phrasing to say that their name is Umi when
Yeah.
it's on the field. Because a legendary ocean is, in parentheses, this card's name is always treated as Umi. Forgotten Temple of the Deep says, while this card is on the field, this card's name becomes Umi. And then Sea Stealth 2 says, this card's name becomes Umi while on the field or in your graveyard.
Leave it to Yu-Gi-Oh! To just never, ever make anything easy for themselves. We're going to just phrase the same effect 3 times in different
No,
ways.
those are all different states.
I was going to say, as I'm saying
What
it,
do you
I'm realizing
mean they're not the same
because,
effect?
No,
What do you-
because
wait,
if
wait,
it's
wait.
always treated as Umi, then whenever it's in your deck, in your hand, on the field, or in the graveyard, it's Umi. Forgotten Temple of the Deep is only Umi when it's on the field, not in the graveyard, deck, or hand. And Sea Stealth 2 is only Umi on the field or in the graveyard. They all have different conditions that make their name Umi, and that's psychotic.
It sure is.
I don't know if you knew this. I don't like Yu-Gi-Oh! No reason for that. I just don't think I like it.
Oh my god.
I know it's a little early
That's-
for this. Can we have this back?
I actually, so there is, I'm really glad that you picked up on that, Nico, actually, because I do have a little bit of trivia about this before we move on to round 2. There is a card in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Hmm.
Called Warrior of Atlantis, and I'll provide you an image of it here,
Oh.
whose effect quite literally cannot be resolved because
Oh my god.
it calls for your to pull a legendary ocean from your deck, but for all intents and purposes, as long as this is in play in any point, a legendary ocean is not a legendary ocean and is in fact Umi.
So why did they give that card that specific effect?
Because they fucking forgot how it works, I imagine.
Jesus Christ. That's so stupid.
You know, people in the comments tell me, "Oh, Kyle, you have too small of a brain to understand how cool Yu-Gi-Oh is." In this moment, I just can't fucking comprehend how this happened. So maybe I'm the dumb one. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem because I'm looking at this and I'm just like, "How did this happen? How did they let this happen?"
The answer has to be they forgot. There's no other
That
explanation.
can't be the. Do you know how many people? Do you know how many people would have had to have forgot? Just been like, "Oops, Umi." Like, oh, that's why you called the ground "Oops, all Umi."
Holy shit.
I did, you're right. I put a little bit of thought into it.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm going to put a little bit of thought in.
Okay, this quiz.
Are you doing it
Didn't you say
now?
your mom helped with this?
There was only one question that I had her help me with. So
Oh, you
I'll mention it when we get there. We've been on round 1 for long enough, so let's hit up round 2. I remember how much you guys absolutely adore Cucumber Horse.
That's my
So I've
favorite
decided
card.
that we're having round 2 here. The theme is horses.
Wow.
Oh, I was hoping it'd be cucumbers,
Okay.
but you know, I'm still excited. at the
Unfortunately, I believe that's
possibility.
the only cucumber card.
That's actually shocking.
If there was an entire cucumber archetype, I would learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Specifically for that.
Well, the door's not totally shut on that. The door is not shut. So
Okay.
it could happen someday.
I mean, maybe
calls.
depending on these horses we're going to see, maybe I'll turn into a horse girl and enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! That way.
Your 4 options are the Trojan horse, Horsey Tail, red-haired hasty horse, and the horse rides upon the knight's back.
I am
Trojan
picking
horse.
the Trojan horse because I desperately want to see art for all of these things except for a Trojan horse, because I've seen that before in both the traditional sense of a big old wooden horse and the modern sense of a dang old computer virus that pop on into your computer when you go onto the bad porn sites.
And ancient Troyamon.
And ancient Troyamon.
I don't like horsey tail. I just don't think I've seen horsey spelled out. And it just having a Y at the end makes me a little mad. And red-haired hasty horse being hair like a rabbit hair is really throwing me off. I was really ready to choose that, and now I'm unsure. I'm just going to go with my gut because I talked myself out of it last time, so I'll choose red-haired hasty horse.
That's
feel
very fair.
I feel like I want that one to be real the most because of the fucked up spelling. I want it to be a rabbit with a centaur lower half.
I'm just excited to see a regular ass drawing of the Trojan horse.
No, you're not going to see that because that's definitely not real. It's the Trojan
okay.
horse.
Okay, you're going on Trojan. Okay.
Oh, he's writing down points. I think.
I'm pretending to because there are still no points.
Amazing.
Sick bitch.
The answer that I came up with is the horse rides upon the knight's back.
Great. Wow, that
was
sure is
just
a damn
cockamamie
Trojan
enough
horse.
Sure.
With
is.
fully, I
don't like the
hate horsey tail.
eyes. Yeah, wait, the
The
eye
eye
is
is
really
bad.
upsetting. Why'd they put that there?
Oh.
Why is it over there?
I
Oh
wouldn't
my
let
god,
that into
that's
my
a predator.
my whatever the fuck nation or capital
With
the horse is
the
supposed
eye
to go into.
being
That's not
that
an eye.
far. Are you guys looking at the eye like you think this part is the eye?
That means
Yeah,
nothing.
no, Nico.
me.
Yeah, Nico, go ahead. Go
The
ahead.
side
yeah.
of the.
Yeah, just tell me where you're. Yeah, what part of it? What part of it, Nico?
The part that's on the very fucking side of the face that's clearly not the eye.
The
What do you
part that-
mean that's clearly not the eye?
It looks
the
like
part
an
that looks
eye.
like an eye.
And there's
Zoom in
a
a
section
bit.
where there is an eye.
Oh,
Are you trying to tell? So
I
I
guess
need
that
you to
is
understand.
into the eye.
So either the eye is like on the side of the head like a fucking fish, or it's like up on the top of the snout where it also shouldn't be. So either option is wrong. Like they're
What are
both
you
just in
talking
bad places.
about?
What do you mean? It does
one
not,
is
it's a
less bad
horse.
than the other.
No, those both do not look like the correct locations for an eye on the side of a horse's head.
The one that's
just gonna
further
s-
to the side that y'all were looking at is more fucked up than the other one.
Let's all
mean,
just
the-
agree
the-
that it sucks and move on.
Yeah. So,
I guess, yeah.
I
Yeah,
like the
I hate the
red-haired
nostrils,
hasty
too.
horse. It is bunny, and the horse is Angie, and that's
I do
fun.
love that.
What's
Horsey tail makes me
What's happening?
angry, just like I knew it would.
I
I don't understand.
I don't
Why is
understand
it a plant?
Yeah. Am I just like uncultured? Is there a plant
Actually
called a
didn't
horsey
look this
tail?
up.
Why are the music notes cherries?
I'm just gonna look up horsetail
Oh well,
real
it's.
quick.
I mean, yeah, there's a horsetail plant.
Oh
okay,
shit,
that
there
makes
is. It
sense
looks
then.
like asparagus.
Yeah, it's a little asparagus-y.
It's a what now?
Asparagus? He doesn't look like asparagus. He looks
Did you
like
just
a
hit us
bunny
with the
dancing cherries.
asparagus and just roll it off like you did not say that?
The
Yeah, this looks a little bit more like corn, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say this. This does not look asparagus-y at all.
We need to stop saying
The first
that, please.
images. The first
It
image I
doesn't
saw.
look asparagus-y. Like, I don't know.
This was the
What?
the
I'm
first.
just saying.
It does not look akin to an asparagus. Is the phrasing
Yeah,
with which we
we're
need to
saying the
say
same
that.
thing, Tyler. We're saying the same thing.
We're not. I can assure you we're not.
No, that's different effects. You're saying different
Yeah.
effects.
If you
Yeah,
type
you-
asparagus into the internet, you're gonna get very different search results.
Now I'm gonna type asparagus into the
Into
internet.
asparagus.
No
Time
one
to
in their
test.
right mind is going, hey, Google, give me something akin to an asparagus. They're going, give me that asparagus.
I hate to tell you, the first thing that popped up was on Wiktionary, and it's just alternative form of asparagus, resembling
the-
or characteristic of asparagus.
It's real. It's a word.
It is a word.
According to this wiki.
Yeah, thank you, Wiktionary.
Round number 3. Hopefully we're going to get a point on the board here in this time, in this hour.
No.
Why does this always happen? If you guys hated Yu-Gi-Oh, you're going to love it after this. The theme of the round is names I needed to write out the pronunciation for.
Oh.
God, my favorite round every time.
This is going to be good and cool and fun, I'm sure.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Your options are Cabezanuef, Protection of Horus,
No.
Familiart, She Colitis Form, Constellar, Zubenis Shamali, and Granguignol, the Dusk Dragon.
Fuck up.
Holy shit, Granguignol is my favorite fucking thing in the world.
What the fuck?
That's incredible.
And looking at these is just it. Someone just fucking vomited alphabet soup onto their plate, and this is what it is. Like, these are not words.
I'm picking Familiar.
Okay. Is there a reason it called to you?
Specific. I don't know if people out in the internet are going to be able to see this, but when in what you've sent us to help us with the pronunciation of them, at least, or like the explanation of the pronunciation being like written out, lit is in all caps.
That's incredible, Reese.
So I picked it.
That's
I looked at all
incredible
the other
reasoning.
ones and I went, ooh, this is not my favorite thing.
I feel like I've heard the word familiart before.
You'd be right. That was definitely in a quiz before, I feel.
I just don't know if it was a Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
I'm
I don't know
assuming
what
it
else it
is.
would have been, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm assuming it is. And I'm going to pick Constellar Zubenishamali.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna pick either the first or the last one because I want to be different. I
Do you
really
prefer
like
when it's all caps ooh or all caps squeeg?
that's what I was about to say because
Yeah,
in your
Gweeg is pretty
little
good.
pronunciation thing that it will definitely not fit on screen for people watching. It does just say Gweeg in all caps. That's really funny, but that makes me want it to be real. So I'm gonna pick the Queefamageddon protection thing instead.
Queefamageddon protection?
I'm
Queefamageddon
sorry,
protection.
Kabaseuf.
Good job.
Maybe it's French. Maybe it's pop perchance.
I'll tell you this now.
It's perfect.
It's from actual ancient Egypt scripts. So
Does that mean it's
But, like-
real or fake?
it the correct answer finally earns us a point on the board because I made up Familiart She Colitis Form. Although that's a little disingenuous to say because actually She Colitis Form was the name of my sister's imaginary cat when she was a child.
What?
And then I fucked up the spelling of it.
Your sister willingly, at a young age, presumably, came up with Shikalitis form
Yeah.
for a
had a
name
bunch
for an
of made-up
imaginary
words.
animal.
Yeah.
People normally go with things like fluffy, right?
No.
Like they don't like
What happened to your sister? Is she okay? Is she doing
She's
well
really
in
creative.
life?
Yeah.
I would like, if possible, at some point, maybe a member only clip or something. Maybe interview your sister on this situation.
Yeah, I want to dive
I,
deeper
like-
in that.
And I don't even know her, but I'm worried. Like I have like, perhaps it's like a mandated reporter thing, but like I need to. I feel like I need
Mandated
to understand.
reporter.
the only weird part about this is the name. It's just a bunch of people had like
Nothing
imaginary
else
friends or
is
something.
weird about your
and
sister
then
coming up
hers
with
was just a
Shikalitis
cat.
form.
And then just
Like nothing
Shikalitis
else.
form.
Nothing
Oh my
else is
God.
weird about your sister's brain just going.
Pivoting
you
from
imagine?
that, Constellar Zabagagagag has some really nice boots.
He really does, yeah.
Yeah.
And he has
Now,
plates on his hands.
Kabesanuef is one of the 4 sons of the Egyptian god Horus, which is why he's the protector of Horus.
I see.
And his role was to protect the intestines of the deceased. So
Just the intestines?
Just the intestines. So here's the thing: the 4 sons are like what you normally see depicted on canopic jars of like mummification.
Right.
He's the bird.
Ah,
He's the bird
all
one.
right.
On the other hand, Grand Guignol is like one of the coolest cards I've ever seen.
That is
So
actually
there's
Really
that.
cool.
Really
actually-
fucking cool art.
It's metal as
So
shit.
awesome. It's so good.
It's genuinely one of the coolest things I've ever seen. The stained glass wings are insane.
It's amazing. It looks like something that I would be like a boss in, or what I can only imagine because I haven't actually started it yet, is in like the Clair Obscure Expedition 33. Like I just go to France and this is what's awaiting me as an enemy in its weird environments.
I've seen a little bit of it, and you're spot on.
Okay, cool. I've
Like,
seen a
you're
little bit.
right on.
I'm so excited to play that game. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But oh my gosh. But anyways, not to talk about that game.
Zubena Shamali, is also known as Beta Librae, is the brightest star in the zodiac constellation of Libra. And interesting to note, based on the design of this card, that star specifically has the reputation of being the only star you can see from Earth with the naked eye that appears green rather than bluish white.
Interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
That's very cool. It's
His
actually really cool.
His design is just so
Unique.
I like it
Yeah.
because of how just goofy it is. But it's
Got that like he got like Knights build, or like, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Knights.
he's
that
got
what
like he's got Omnimon torso.
He does. He really does, though.
Yeah, he's got some Omnimon midriff.
Jesus.
Something I never want to see.
And Nico, you'll be delighted for this one. Granguigno, as far as my research goes, is a completely made up word. They just shit that onto the card.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Let's move on to round 4. It can't be a standard issue Yu-Gi-Oh episode without a round of goblins, baby. It's Goblin Time
I
rerun.
thought I was getting counting, but I'll take some goblins.
No, it's Goblin
goblins.
time.
I'll show you some
Goblins.
goblins.
Your 4 options are Goblinberg, Goblin Freefall Squad, Gobs a Gobby Gob Goblins,
Oh,
and Blindly Loyal Goblin.
You
I was
can't
gonna
get
go
me.
with.
No, you go first, Nico. I don't want to.
I was gonna go with Goblinberg, but I like how it's spelled too much, so I have to choose Gobs a Gobby Gob Goblin.
God's a gobby,
that's
god
fair.
damn it. That's what I was going to pick because it's too
Yeah.
much. But you know what? I'll
It's too good.
trade answers. I'll pick Goblinberg because I don't like how it's spelled. Fuck you.
What? Fuck you.
No.
We love Goblinberg. Tell him, Kyle. Tell him, Kyle.
Free Fall Squad. Free Fall Squad. Because I can't imagine a card where goblins are just falling out of the sky. I think it's too good of a,
yeah, it's so
I think it's
absurd.
I think that's just too good of art that they wouldn't come up with it.
We saw Goblin Ninjas, brother. Do you not remember how rad that card was with their
Yeah,
fangs?
You know
poking
Yu-Gi-Oh
out of
loves their
the
Goblin
masks?
squads.
Yes, I understand the Yu-Gi-Oh! Loves the Goblin Squad. I'm just telling you, free falling goblins is too cool for them.
That's going to be a Fall Guys crossover.
Oh,
Okay, you heard it here first. Free falling goblins are not it. But Nico gets a point because obviously I made it Gobzo Gobby Gob
You-
Goblin.
yeah.
Cock gobbling bastard. You stole my
Brother,
answer and I will never forgive you.
You told me to go
I
first.
wasn't wrong. It's rad as fuck. I wasn't
Whoa.
wrong.
No, blindly loyal
Goblinberg.
goblin, though.
Goblinberg is not something I was prepared for.
No.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, I just
What?
looked at Blindly Loyal Goblin.
Yeah,
I was
he's-
so caught up in the coolness
awful.
of Goblin Free Fall
He's
Squad that I'm
problematic.
upset. I'm
Oh,
upset.
it's terrible, yeah.
It's
really
He's
bad.
got some aura. He's really like inverting his arm there. Like he really wants to pop his elbow out of place.
Yeah.
But I don't. He's
Can't
like
look
when
away, though.
Squidward's head got bashed in with the door.
Yeah.
But if he was a goblin, like there aren't really words that can be used to describe what is going on with him.
I
He's
want
just
to look
mewing,
away,
dude.
and I just can't. Like, it's just too hard to look away.
He's a custom character in Oblivion. It's a lot.
It's real.
Oh God, have you
really
how many
timely.
times have you seen? It's so
many.
bad. Oh, it's so.
They gave you way too much freedom.
What is it? Where is it? I gotta find this.
I do gotta say,
find this.
I love the Goblin with the propeller jetpack on Goblin Freefall
yeah.
Squad. That's just vibing.
That's the best part of that entire card.
Yeah. Full confidence. Oh, there's one with a wingsuit in the back.
Oh yeah.
yeah. They got all forms of a free fall going on. There's
And
also the
one of
one
them
who's
is
just like
dying.
failing to deploy. Yeah.
Yeah. One of them's gonna die. One of them has successfully deployed. One of them is also successfully deployed.
And one of them is Goblinberg.
It is,
Yeah.
He's back there.
Yeah,
he's
he's
just
all
back
back
there.
there.
None of them would be failing to deploy if this was the elite Goblin free fall squad, but unfortunately,
Oh, you know what I bet it
they're
is?
just the Joe Schmoes.
The one that is like failing, he falls and smashes into the ground, and that's what turns him into blindly loyal Goblin. It like fucks him up in such a beautiful way. Yeah.
You're right.
That's what he's wearing underneath the full aviator suit that he's got on, and then in his pack he also has his sword. So when he hits the ground, on his way down, he hits trees. It like pulls off like the outfit into what blindly loyal Goblin's wearing,
Right.
And then hits his face, creating the face difference. And then the sword falls out of the pack on the ground next to him, and he's reaching out to pick it up. It's all a story.
I think
Everything's
actually
connected.
I like the thing of him hitting a tree first, and that kind of tears everything up. I think that's what fucks up his face too, because I think he lands in the superhero pose when he reaches the ground. This is just him landing.
I like that.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely it. That's definitely what it is. Yeah.
Round 5, we have 2 points on the board. It's a tie between Nico and Kyle. We have toddler proof is the word I've written here.
What? What?
Your four.
What?
While you digest that, I will read for you your 4 options.
Is
Great.
the word I've written here carries such a weird weight to it?
It does. It really does. That's where I was caught. I wasn't even I hadn't gotten to unpacking toddler proof yet. It was still the word that I have chosen to write down. I was like, you're just now revisiting this weird trip that you went on earlier today, possibly with your sister and the guy that came up with Dwayne Greenall, all doing the same drug, and you came to this realization. Oh shit! I wrote down toddler proof.
This is the round that my mom helped me with, by the way.
Incredible.
Everybody's doing drugs.
Your options are Cookie Yummy, Oopsie Daisy, Boo Boo Game, and Tyrant's Tummy Ache.
The star in Cookie Yummy.
Oh god, why is there a star?
Right. It's also
Cookie Yummy.
spelled almost as wrong as cookie could be.
This boo-boo game is giving this tyrant a tummy ache. I tell you what.
Oopsie daisy.
I'm gonna pick Oopsie Daisy. I am.
Okay.
I think Oopsie Daisy is going to be a literal daisy. I'm going to go boo-boo game, please.
Okay.
If your mom is involved, that just seems like a mom-generated answer. If there was one of these.
No, you're
Based on the fact that you said that your mom Googled Yu-Gi-Oh! Epic at the beginning of this, I'm gonna choose Tyrant's tummy ache.
That's some good logic, actually.
I'd also like to just put out there that I think what happened actually was your mother wrote Yu-Gi-Oh! Epic, accidentally mistyped and went oopsie daisy and started backing up, and you went, hold it! You have your submission.
Oopsie daisy does sound a lot like something that Mitch's mom would come up with, but I'm sticking to my guns with Tyrant's tummy ache. I'm not.
Well, Tyler,
I got it wrong.
you fell for my mother's deception because she was like, if I say oopsie daisy, they'll think it's just a daisy.
Damn it. Fuck you, Mitch's mom. I respect you.
Wait.
I've never met you, but fuck you.
I love you, Mitch's mom! Woo!
It's okay though, because all of these arts are so incredible that it makes up for me getting that wrong.
Oh my god, the butlers in the back of Tyrant's tummy ache are incensed. They're statues. I like Cookie Yummy.
Cookie Yummy is add it to my list of favorite cards. It looks like it's a tie-in with something,
delightful.
but it's delightful.
It might be.
The Tyrant is shirtless. You shouldn't have corrected yourself, Mitch. He is fully shirtless. That's just a bib he's got on.
Is he wearing pants?
Oh, yeah. No, he's shirtless, yeah.
He's fully shirtless.
I really like what's going on with Boo Boo Game. I just don't understand.
I'm trying to read. We've seen those characters before.
Have we?
Yes. Yeah.
We have. They were in 2 conjoining carts, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Were they separate or were they on their own? Were they the streamer ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were coincidentally, considering the first card in this round, they were also had a star in their card's name.
Yeah. Cookie Yummy.
Cookie Yummy.
I like that guy. There's way too much text on there for Cookie Yummy.
Cookie Yummy.
Yeah.
Ever since like the moment Cookie Yummy dropped, there have been like there were like a couple of different videos back then that were like, Kyle has to see Cookie Yummy.
Oh,
He's
really?
gotta see Cookie Yummy.
I mean, I really like it. I am curious about like what it seems very obviously a crossover thing.
Yeah.
And I'm very curious about like what that little yum yum.
Yeah.
That,
Something.
like I don't, whatever that is. I'm curious, but I think it's very adorable. Also, like what's going on with are there just different variants of Cookie Yummy?
I think
Depending
so, yeah.
on the cookie
Looks like
it's
it.
merged with, because like it looks like they're different like kinds of cookies.
Yeah.
Does that mean you can
That's adorable.
like find alternate, like can you get a card of all of those different versions of Cookie Yummy?
On that,
That
I'm
would
not
actually be
clear, but I'm gonna guess probably not.
I'm
Oh,
going
that's
to
a shame.
if it is the case that's a thing, I would like to create the Infinity Gauntlet of Cookie Yummy.
Yeah, Cookie Yummy
Yeah.
archetype deck. That's what I want.
And then every time I snap my fingers, I just get cookies. And I go, yummy.
Yummy.
Round number 6, where it would usually be the end of the video bonus round. But now that I'm doing fan submissions, we're just on round 6, baby.
Oh, okay.
As of the recording of this video, there has been a new wave of Onomot cards that were released in Japan.
Lay him on us. Let's do it.
Wait, did you say Automat?
Onomot cards, yes.
Okay.
Yep. Optimus Prime.
It's like the
and
Ga
the
Ga
like.
Ga, Zubaba, like all those. Your options are Ga 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 Girl, Go 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 Goblinberg, Dodo Dodo Warrior, and Zubaba Zubena Shamali.
No, not Zubeda Shamali again. Wait.
That's right, Mitch. We do love Goblinberg. We adore Goblinberg. In fact, to answer your question from rounds ago, so much so that they would never disrespect Goblinberg by creating some ridiculous Onomot card about it. So it has to be fake.
It must be fake.
Goblinberg deserves more respect than that.
Heard, Cookie Lover.
I also figure it was probably either Goblinberg or Zucchini Bogabong. So I'm going to go with that one, please.
All right, your vote's on Zucchini Bogum Bozombom.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Zebra Zucchini Sommelier, please, and thank you.
I agree with both the boys. I don't think they would be cheering on Goblinberg like that. They know he doesn't need that kind of that kind of which one is right? I give up.
What?
Are you just like not even picking an answer? You're just asking?
No,
Mitch,
no,
like,
no.
tell me which
I'm
is the
picking
right one?
Goblinberg. I just gave up on that sentence.
Okay, I was like, you didn't even like fully lock in on that
No.
one. I thought you just came up to the point where like, Mitch, can you just tell me what the right
No,
answer is?
I realized I forgot where my sentence started and I wasn't going to be able to bring it home and I just wanted to bail.
Here, I'll offer you an accord. I'll give you the answer and then you can pick one, all right?
Great.
Cool.
No, okay, so y'all were really onto it. One of the returning cards is the fake one in this set. And it is Zubaba
Oh, thank God.
Zubenishmal.
Thank God.
Damn.
I really was
the
not
hell?
confident in that at all.
Are these all like promotional? Why do they all say
They're all
Yu-Gi-Oh
they're all
there?
stamped on the site that I take these from. But
see.
I did confirm they have been released in a Japanese set.
I
Interesting.
would also be telling Goblinberg to go.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
Yeah, he
Get
really,
out, buddy.
yeah.
That's really fair.
Why is it coming out of like a cube of some kind, or something's like opening up and like letting it out?
I don't,
It was a present.
I don't know exactly what that's about.
The Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's like one of those like things that you made out of paper in like elementary school with like the shapes and the numbers and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
What are
the
those called?
fortune. Yeah, the fortune finger. The
Yeah,
finger fortune thing.
Yeah.
What are they-
Try everything, yeah.
Put it in the comments below. Who invented those?
Goblinberg.
I just want
don't Google
information.
Yeah, don't Google it. Just like, also, Goblinberg picked the wrong one. You know, like and it just was like,
gotta get outta here.
That's the wrong number. Oh, it's just fucking a demon appears out of it.
Oh god.
Giant
Dodo
fortress creature.
Dodo Dodo Warrior is I don't like a little generic. I feel like I don't.
I kind of
Yeah,
like
so
it
is
though.
Dodo the Warrior.
It's clean.
It's not
Yeah.
bad. It's not bad in any capacity other than the shape of the knee cap is a little weird
I
to
was
me.
gonna point that out too, because when I first looked at it, I thought that his arm was clipping through the kneecap. But
Yeah,
then I
it
realized
looks
that
like
the
it,
shape
huh?
was just not fully
Yeah,
round.
It's just real
just odd.
funky.
yeah. Interesting.
I mean,
choice.
like,
But like
if
it's
he's
not
if
bad.
he's standing straight, it doesn't. I feel like it would fit, but it's just
Yeah.
because it
I like him.
yeah.
is connected to the shin piece that it looks weird here. I think.
Yeah. I do like him though.
I do like Gaga Gaga Girl, but why does it have a smartphone?
Oh my god, I
Oh.
didn't even notice that.
I was ready to sing its praises, and then I just saw her holding the fucking iPhone. I was like, wait.
There's also like skulls on keychains on her and shit.
Yeah. That's
I-
those. Ooh.
Kind of rad.
I'm not going to say anything definitive because I don't know the answer myself, but they're from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, which is like a very futury type show.
Okay. I don't like Gaga Gaga Girl that much. I think the hat
either.
is just a little fucky, which I get is like that's kind of how they all look
Yeah.
for like all
That's
the
the-
magicians, but like that one
Yeah.
specifically, I don't know why. It just looks like extra frumpled. I don't care for it.
It does
fair.
look particularly like crumpled up and,
Yeah.
and crooked.
I'm just aggressively partial to the magician cards. I just love the vibe in the first place. I actually really like the little design on the boots for this one.
Yeah.
You
I just
would.
think a little
Feet freak.
Fucking toe lover.
Yeah, this guy likes cookie
You are
yummy,
what
but
you
you like
eat.
toes.
Yeah, because
Oh,
Cookie
no.
Yummy has a big old star. Wait, I didn't hear what you said. Wait, what did you say?
No, it's okay. What's the bonus round?
How exciting! This final bonus round determines the loser of this game.
Yay!
Just like the last time, the special bonus round for question number 7 was a just full sale taken from one of the comments. This time, it is commenter Lovelane, who sent in a wonderful comment talking about how for a long time they've had the idea for a question about tautological naming. Now,
What?
it's similar to something that we've covered before, but
I feel like I've said
this like
what,
back-
more times in this episode than I have in any episode prior.
That's really
What was the
genuine.
thing? Is this like have to do something with the fact that you wrote down for that one thing? What was like toddler protection or whatever? What did you say
Toddler-proof.
earlier?
no.
Toddler proofing.
No.
Is that what this has to do? What is this?
No, you'll
What's
find
happening?
out as soon as I read the names. You're
Okay.
gonna figure it out.
Okay. My favorite thing, being shocked as you read the name.
Yeah.
Your options are Dark Magician, the Magician of Black Magic, Blue Eyes, Dragon with Blue Eyes, Dragon with Eyes of Blue, Knight Armed Dragon, the Armored Night Dragon, and Curse of Dragon, the Magical Night Dragon.
If it's blue eyes, dragon with eyes of blue, I'm gonna shit my pants in rage. I'm picking that
Yeah.
one. Fuck me if that's correct. I hate that a lot.
Well, yeah, because unless it's a weird translation, like Well, I guess that isn't Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's just Blue Eyes. Oh, this fuckery. Oh.
But if you pick the same thing as me, then we can we could all potentially tie for first place.
It's true. This wouldn't determine the loser at all if that was
You're trying to get us to
could
unionize.
Yeah.
You could just shut down Mitch's whole intro to this question by creating not a single loser.
Not a second failed intro to question 7.
It could be fun.
It could be.
It could be. It could be really fun.
It could be fun.
Everybody getting their equal share sounds like socialism. I'm choosing Dark Magician, the Magician of Black Magic.
Understood.
You know, you're right. Now I don't want it anymore. Kyle picked something different.
I was gonna say, I was like, what does that make me? What am I gonna do? I'll pick Knight Armed Dragon, the Armored Knight Dragon, because it makes me feel like I'm having a fucking aneurysm as I read that out loud.
I should stay if this was not a given. These all suck shit, but I think
No, they're all bad.
I'm
Blue Eyes
upset
One is
that
the
we're gonna
worst.
have to see 3 of these cards with these names.
Yeah. Please show us the real ones so we can be angry.
Tyler,
Yeah.
calling you out again.
Great.
You reverse psychology Nico into becoming the loser of this entire quiz because the fake answer is Blue Eyes Dragon with eyes of blue.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Socialism has given me this victory.
And once
There's
again,
never been a win for socialism.
I am
the
the
only
loser
one, and it's for
in
me.
capitalism.
we've seen Cursed Dragon. We've seen Curse of Dragon before.
Well, I think these are
Yeah,
all
you've
like
seen a form of
actual
it.
cards, I would assume, because Curse of Dragon is like a classic card, just
Yeah.
not with the weird armor on it.
Have we seen it? Yeah, have we seen it with this
Oh, did he
armor?
fuse with like the knight guy that normally fuses? Because there's normally like the knight dude that fuses with him to become the Dragon Rider thing, right?
Yeah,
it looks
it
like his
fuses with
armor
Gaia the
on
Fierce
the
Knight.
Yeah, Gaia.
yeah. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Well, allegedly,
I guess.
it's not required for the card necessarily,
right.
but
It
that's
just
the lore.
it looks like the inspiration though.
That's pretty cool.
What you saw before and what was originally in the comment that we had to workshop to like go back over to the Night Dragon is Curse of Dragon, the Cursed Dragon.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I knew it sounded familiar too.
Knight
will say,
Armed
like-
Dragon, the Armored Knight Dragon, I think sucks the most shit of all of these.
It's not good. It's quite bad. Like the art is
it's just-
fine, but the name is pretty terrible.
Right. And that's what I was about to say. Like, all of the arts for all of these aren't really that bad. Some of them are cool. Some of them are just like, all right, cool, I guess. And then you look above the art, and you realize that this is a mistake.
I really
I
like
think Night
the
Armed
Dark
Dragon
Magician
kind
one.
of. Yeah, yeah.
It looks.
like
It just
black
looks
and
really
gold.
cool. Like cooler than normal Dark Magician, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It just looks really clean.
The Night Armed Dragon kind of reminds me of Duel Masters.
I can
I'm
see
struggling.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to like correctly read the like physiology on Night Armed Dragon.
It's got real big
Because the
knees.
bipedal dragon.
Well, okay, yeah, that. But like the head is
left
really
leg?
small. The chest plate looks like it's turned, but the torso doesn't. But I'm
perspective's a
very
little
confused. Yeah, that
see
I'm
it
just a
now.
little
I know what you're
confused by
saying.
that.
Yeah. I will
Like the
say
longer I look, the more confused I am.
the vibe of like Knight Armed Dragon, the Armored Knight Dragon, in like both name and art style and design does kind of look like a fan made like fake card in a way that like I would have made in middle school when I used to draw like fake trading card art. Like this gives that kind of energy of like 12-year-old thinks this looks really badass and cool, but it's just kind of actually a lot
Yeah.
and hard to read.
But then like someone took it and actually like
someone took it and made it like an actual good render of it. Yeah.
Well, that's got to do it for this quiz then, fellas. As much as some people would like to disagree, these aren't scripted, so there's nothing left.
Do people think these are scripted?
Someone out there does.
You
You
really
know it's true.
poorly written script. If we were scripting
Yeah,
these, I feel like they'd
dude.
be actually entertaining and or
There are
funny.
blockbuster movies that are written worse than this. Like,
Name them.
Just give me SpongeBob SquarePants the movie.
Don't you dare!